A verdict today in a lawsuit about a teenager who went to a doctor for liposuction but ended up dead. A jury has found a mainline plastic surgeon negligent in the death. The patient's Delaware County family was awarded more than $20 million in damages. The NBC 10 investigators first told you about this case years ago. Luann Kahn was in the courtroom as the verdict was read. She joins us now with this exclusive story. Luann.
Yeah, Vince, I saw some jurors in this civil suit wipe tears from their eyes as the verdict was read. They found a mainline doctor and a nurse negligent to the tune of over $20 million, and jurors knew it was 7 years ago to this very day. Amy Flederman had the cosmetic surgery that led to her death.
7 years ago today, my daughter was in surgery, and Dr. Glunk started the process of ending her life.
The mother of Amy Flederman broke down in court as the $20 million verdict was read. Dr. Richard Glunk showed little emotion. Dr. Glunk, your reaction to the verdict? You want to say anything about this verdict?
I told you I would give you a call after I talked to my attorney.
For 5 weeks, the jury listened to testimony about the death of this 18-year-old from Newtown Square, Delaware County, an honors student at Penn State. In May of 2001, she went to Dr. Glunk's plastic surgery office in King of Prussia for liposuction on her legs, stomach, and under her chin.
He brought Amy Flederman into his office and told her, "You'll be as safe in my office as you'll be in a hospital," and clearly she wasn't.
Jurors heard testimony that Dr. Glunk's ambulatory surgical center was not licensed by the state for this kind of liposuction procedure, and that during the surgery, Dr. Glunk hit a blood vessel, then waited for 2.5 hours to call for an ambulance. Amy Flederman died of a fat embolism, a common risk of liposuction, 2 days after surgery.
Finally, he was held accountable for what he did. It took 7 years to actually feel that he is accountable.
Meanwhile, the state has held hearings considering revoking the medical license of Dr. Glunk based on the Flederman case and 2 others.
I survived.
Really?
Amy didn't.
The NBC 10 investigators have told you about Dan Antolini. He received a major monetary settlement after he says Dr. Glunk punched a hole in his bowel while performing liposuction. And records show another woman received a settlement after she says she nearly died from Dr. Glunk's liposuction surgery just days before Amy Flederman's death.
The reason that we are here is because we don't want it to happen to anybody else.
Court records show just before this civil trial, Dr. Glunk attempted to declare bankruptcy and that he lives on a Malvern estate with a horse farm worth over $4.7 million. Today, the Fledermans walked out of court with their newly adopted daughter, saying they're determined to continue their fight in bankruptcy court and appeals court.
It's just a really, really hard day. The end of this, we go home without Amy. That's all we really wanted, was to have her back.
Dr. Glunk did call me this afternoon, and he says he will appeal, that there were many inaccuracies presented in court, that he did not need a state license for his facility, and that he does not believe that his medical license is in jeopardy. The Fledermans say if they ever see the $20 million in damages, they'll set up a trust fund to help other people. For the investigators, Luann Kahn, NBC 10 News.